In the holy town of Vrindavan lived a poor widow named Savitri. She had no children, no land, and no savings. Her only source of income was sweeping the courtyards of homes and the village temple every morning. Though she earned very little, Savitri never missed her daily worship of Goddess Lakshmi. Before sunrise, she would bathe, light a small clay lamp, place a single marigold flower before the goddess, and pray, "O Mother Lakshmi, may my heart remain pure. Bless every home with peace and prosperity." She never asked for riches. She only prayed for strength to work honestly. Many wealthy villagers looked down on her. One merchant laughed. "You worship the goddess of wealth every day, yet you still carry an old broom." Savitri smiled, gently. "This broom feeds me. Honest work is also a blessing from Mother Lakshmi." Every Friday, after finishing her work, she swept the temple courtyard with great devotion. She believed that keeping the temple clean was itself an offering to the goddess. One evening, as rain clouds gathered, Savitri noticed a frightened little girl sitting alone outside the temple. The child was shivering in the cold. "My child," Savitri asked softly, "where are your parents?" The little girl only smiled and said, "I'm hungry." Savitri had only one warm meal prepared for herself, a small bowl of rice and lentils. Without hesitation, she gave it to the little girl. "You eat first." The girl finished the meal happily. Before leaving, she handed Savitri a tiny lotus flower. "Keep this close to Mother Lakshmi." As soon as Savitri looked up, the little girl had disappeared. She searched everywhere, but there was no sign of her. The next morning, Savitri placed the lotus beside the idol of Goddess Lakshmi. To her surprise, the flower remained fresh day after day without ever wilting. Soon, strange blessings began to appear. Wherever Savitri swept, people noticed a feeling of peace. Families who had been arguing reconciled. Shops became busier. Fields produced healthier crops. People believed the temple had become especially blessed. One day, the village priest told everyone, "The goddess is pleased with someone whose devotion is completely selfless." The wealthy merchant who had mocked Savitri became curious. He secretly followed her one morning. Instead of collecting extra payment or asking for rewards, he saw her quietly helping an elderly man carry water, feeding hungry birds with a handful of grain, and cleaning the temple without anyone asking. The merchant felt ashamed. A few weeks later, heavy rains damaged many homes in the village. Savitri's tiny hut was also destroyed. She stood silently in the rain, with nowhere to sleep. That night, she took shelter inside the temple. As she prayed before Goddess Lakshmi, the entire shrine filled with golden light. A radiant divine mother appeared, seated upon a blooming lotus, wearing dazzling red and gold garments. It was Goddess Lakshmi herself. "My dear daughter," the goddess said lovingly, "you never asked me for wealth. Yet you shared your last meal, served my temple, respected honest work, and wished prosperity for everyone else. I have watched your every act of kindness." The goddess gently touched Savitri's old broom. Instantly, it shone with golden light. "This broom shall become a symbol of prosperity. Every home you bless with honest work will flourish." The vision disappeared. The next morning, villagers discovered that the temple trustees had received a generous donation from an unknown devotee. They decided to build a larger temple, a shelter for widows, and a community kitchen. The priest chose Savitri to supervise the temple and its charitable work because everyone trusted her honesty. Yet her daily routine never changed. She still swept the temple herself every morning before anyone arrived. One day, the rich merchant folded his hands before her. "I spent my life collecting gold," he admitted. "But you collected blessings." Savitri smiled. "Gold can fill a house. Kindness fills a heart." Years passed. The village became famous for its generosity. No hungry traveler ever left without food. No widow remained uncared for. No child was denied an education. People believed Goddess Lakshmi's blessings continued to flow because wealth was always shared with those in need. Every Friday evening, lamps illuminated the temple, and Savitri would place the same miraculous lotus before the goddess. She would whisper, "Mother Lakshmi, let my hands always serve others." It is said that on quiet nights, devotees could see a soft golden light surrounding the temple broom, a reminder that no work is small when it is done with honesty, humility, and love.